Hello and welcome to the Jedi Ramble. I am Jedi Tai, and today we're going to be talking about detachment. Well, I'm going to be talking about detachment. No guest on tonight, but I am going to give you a little bit of an update on that in just a second. But before we get into things, I want to say a big congratulations to Jackie Mayer and her partner on the birth of their daughter Melody. A new arrival is always a pleasant time, and I hope that these first few months of parenthood don't come as difficult. I remember when Molly was born, my little one, that first few months were definitely the toughest. So I hope that everything goes smoothly if you're watching this, if you're listening to this. And my blessings and wishes for the best are sending out to you now. So, the next couple of weeks, maybe 2-3 weeks, there's going to be a lot more recordings, a lot more episodes put up. And this is because with the delay in getting certain things sorted with the Ramble, I haven't been able to give as much as I would like to. Now, fortunately, I can now record longer and upload to YouTube, so I can record up to, I think, an hour, 2 hours long videos and put them up. So you can expect the topics that I discuss to go into a lot more detail instead of just scratching the surface. I've already released the first episode of just the Ramble itself, not the video series, on the issues and problems in the community, so you can expect a lot more videos to that sort of length. So yeah, the next 2 weeks I'm going to be recording a lot more, just these first 2 weeks, just to give you guys some material to listen to. I'm going to be having an episode done with my good friend Walter, and that topic will be on the importance of balancing the mind, body and spirit. We are also going to have Kenneth Andre on the principle of mind and the concept of I am, where I'm going to have a possible episode that's not confirmed yet, with the YouTuber Mind and Magic, who runs the Mystery School on YouTube, or one of the Mystery Schools, I should say. And finally, I'm going to have an episode with Jedi Angelus, or Gabriel, on martial arts / defense and the Jedi. So, as I say, I'm still waiting to hear back from Mind and Magic, and I am still arranging dates to record with the people that I have just mentioned. So, you can expect to have maybe at least 1 or 2 of these in the next couple of weeks, but I should have them all up by the end of the month, assuming that everything goes to plan. And, if there's any topics you want to see discussed, feel free to send me a message, to leave a comment on the Facebook group, and I will do my best to try and accommodate that. So, without further ado, let's just get straight into the topic itself. The topic I want to talk about is detachment. And I'm not so much going to go into detail with the actual topic. It's more I want to share a discussion I had with one of my good friends, Kenneth Andre, who is the founder and instructor for Tengu Jutsu. Tengu Jutsu is a form of ninjutsu, which I currently participate in. So, this discussion arose from, again, me trying to write in my book. Now, detachment is something that I have done previously, but have never really written anything about. And I'll be honest, it's not, it is one area that I am very inexperienced with. Detachment is something I never really got round to doing, so it was good to get something fresh. And I asked him if he had anything on detachment. I had writer's block in my book, and I was needing some sort of inspiration to get something written in about it. And I'm just going to read out what he sent me, and I'm just going to go through it. And the only reason I'm doing this video is because I think that a lot of people will get some real value out of this, not just myself. So, detachment. And this is from the exact wording that he sent me myself. First, we have to be willing to face the truth regarding ourselves. Now, just that line alone, I'm going to continue on with it in a second, but this is something that I mentioned in my issues and problems video recording, is that we need to be willing to face the truth, not just regarding ourselves, but regarding, just the truth in general. And I would say this is true. In order to understand where we need to detach, we need to understand the truth of ourselves. We need to understand who we are. And I think this stems from, the old concept that I would say is still true to this day, is, know thyself. Well, back to the letter. Darren, you are a cerebral thinker. In which is what this world needs. Don't worry, so am I. Regarding your posts and seeing your pictures, I understand. However, many do not understand us and where we are coming from, but that's okay, because there are many who do too. But funnily enough, they say nothing due to the nature of things, i.e. negative people. It's not worth wasting your energy over trying to change the point of view of others. Now, to an extent, I agree with this, and to a certain extent, I agree with this. I agree that it can be a waste of time to try and change the point of view of others. But if it's things we say we want, conditions that we want, I've got to do my best to try and at least give the chance for people to do that. And I probably should have said this in my own video. My last recording, sorry. I'm not going to be continuing to battle the mess on a constant basis. If it comes to a point where people just simply don't want to change, I'm not going to waste my energy on it, because then all I'm doing is ignoring your wishes to keep it how it is. And I don't want to be that person that forces people, that forces my truths and my information down their throats just because they don't want to listen. It's people's right not to listen. So back to the letter. Just give what inspires you and shine that. That's all you have to do. But you've got to listen to yourself. What you are doing and how does it feel? If there's an area in your life that puts you down, walk away from it. Detachment. We don't like to let go of things we have created or put thoughts into due to feeling strongly about them. And again, I said this again about emotional attachment. We don't want to accept the truth because of how we feel emotionally about it, not necessarily the information itself. I tell you now, my friend, Tengu-jutsu has changed a lot, and many do not understand and have judgments, and that's okay. I feel the worry before I started to make changes to the website myself, but I know with all my heart, what I give is from spirit and is the truth. It's the biggest secrets many have yet to know. This inspires me more to give. I overcome my own fears from ego. The greatest power dwells within us, my brother. This blew my mind because I never looked at it this way, and I've been doing a lot of things that, that maybe I should have been really looking at differently. Ken's not even a Jedi. He's taught me more about my Jedi path than most. Funny how everything interlinks. So back to the letter. So Ken Andre is dead. You will notice on my website my name is now I am Kenneth Andre. And for those of you who didn't know, Kenneth Andre used to go by the name Ken Andre. I often refer to him as Ken Andre. H is inspiration. Did you know that? And I am is the truth within me. All that matters is what brings me freedom of expression, love and fulfillment. All I have to do is shine that. I read and study and practice a lot, and as you know, many do not. I also said this. People study and people understand, but they don't act. So why worry about others or how you might come across to their world? I have expressed myself over the years and it has all changed anyway. My website grows with me. One can only give what one is, thus freedom and detachment from worlds of illusions. I know you have amazing ideas and think deeply, but you've got to know thyself, think rightly, and understand yourself and be kind to yourself. Then that inner love grows and shine in the reflection of the external world. Have you noticed that you being stressed? You are stressed at the world. It is like the world confirms your feelings to you. Secret here. And that this was the part that just blew me away. Was that is completely true. I have been stressed with the community. Not necessarily the world, but I've been stressed with the community. And I've been stressed with the mess that the community's in. And I have just been projecting that straight back. And maybe I need to change my method. I've been attacking it with a sword, full frontal, when really it's the completely wrong tactic. And I'll put my hands up and say, okay, I was wrong. The information is nonetheless true. It's still true, it still stands. But the way in which I went about that, okay, yeah. Maybe I was, maybe that wasn't the right way to go about it. And maybe I need to stop being stressed and start shining the truth instead of just giving it with a sword to the heart, so to speak. So back to the letter. Detachment happens from you leaving the external world and returning back home, your sacred place known as the mind. You've only got to find that peace within you. Only then that will be given and experienced in the external world. Remember that you are the cause of everything that you see, feel, experience in the external. So profound, shock will hit you as you change within where you see change within the world. You have got to understand how powerful your mind is. You have a force within you waiting to express itself, but you must first master your mind. Seek not the approval of the world. And I know this better than anyone else. This can be hard because we think we need to heal, help, or fight evil and fears within the world. Well, that is a form of judgment too. And what is harder is that what affects us is an emotional feeling within the deepest recesses of our mind. I tell you now, know thyself, master your mind, and you will influence others through the force known as higher consciousness. Many may not take the Jedi seriously due to its nature, inspired from a movie. But we all know Star Wars had the truth and the secrets of sacred knowledge expressed within it. Hence the Jedi. You know this. Know everything is one. Thus, with a higher tone of thought and a conscious state, you can make others tell you what you want, because they are from the same consciousness. Everything is consciousness, and here in the external world is a reflection. Everything has two sides, but love governs them all. Secrets. Here. If you serve from a higher state of mind, you are given everything you need to express truth, because truth and laws and principles are everywhere. But the veil must be lifted first, and the only way is through the mind. Seek, and keep going until you become the very thing you are seeking. Remember, be the truth, don't just talk about it. Then your expression is felt, my brother. Jedi do not talk to the ego, but to the truth within someone. Thus, it has to be expressed because it is the real reality. You only have to ask the truth and it is given. It is law, and thyself. Secret here. Anyway, my intention is great understanding and wisdom for you, my brother. Love from I am Kenneth Andre. Now, this put me in a spot that I needed to be. And I now know what I need to do. I ask for guidance every day from the Force. And I have no doubt that this was guidance from the Force as well as just Kenneth himself. I understood detachment from a basic point of view, but I never understood it to this magnitude. And I have been doing things wrong. I have been trying to give everyone the truth and give everyone the motivation to change. Yet I haven't been that motivation. Giving that information doesn't necessarily make me a role model. It doesn't exactly make myself an example. It just means that I'm presenting information. Now I understand, especially with the last year or so, I have gone from being the Jedi in the corner to the Jedi that's found his voice. And I plan to use this voice. But not to shout, not to speak, to allow others to follow. I'm Jedi Tai.